We got Thursday night football tonight. Let's lock in some DFS entries for this one. Specifically, we are looking at Underdog Fantasy. I hopped on the Daily Grind Fantasy DFS Optimizer, found 3 plays specifically for tonight, Thursday, September 21st, including a play for Thursday night football. So we got 2 MLB, because let's not forget MLB season is still upon us. And then we have one for the NFL. Using the Daily Grind tools makes DFS so incredibly easy. All you need to do, first of all, just pick the DFS platform that you are looking for. And then from there, the thing that I would recommend doing is if you're unfamiliar with each of the apps, is click this little drop down for plus EV plays, because then it gives you all of the information for each type of possible entry you can play, from 2 picks non-insured all the way down to 5 picks non-insured as well. And then what you want to look at are these odds highlighted after each of the name. And what these odds are telling you is the individual odds per individual leg of an entry. Basically saying a 3-pick insured option on Underdog Fantasy would be minus 137 for each leg. So like one of the 3 legs would be priced at minus 137. That's not great. You know what's better? Minus 122, minus 120, minus 122. So when you're playing Underdog, you should really only be playing 3 picks, non-insurance, or any semblance of a 5-pick route is fine as well. For this one, there were 3 plays that I liked for Thursday night football, plus the 2 MLB ones. So that's what we're going with. From there, all you want to do is just maximize your win percentage. The higher, the better. You're always going to get these implied odds when you're playing Underdog, so you don't have to worry about any extra juice. Like if you look at the actual sports books, here's a play, DraftKings, they deem this play likely to hit. So they're pricing it at minus 129. Underdog doesn't do that. So you're always getting it on Underdog at minus 122. So from there, it's pretty easy. And we can just go through it. So here is our first leg of this entry. Gunnar Henderson, player name. We're taking, the stat is his fantasy score. We're taking it to go over 7.5. So to confirm, our first leg is Gunnar Henderson over 7.5 fantasy points. The reason why this is a play, we'll look at these next 2 columns. The sportsbook line we are going to skip for now because it's not relevant for this example. The 2 columns I want to highlight: percent odds to hit and the DGF logo here. So basically, DGF calculates what they deem to be the true line of market. They take into account where the sports books are pricing things. They take into account tons of historical data as well, looking at correlation, spitting out their own odds. In this case, DGF calculates it to be at minus 129, same price as DraftKings, giving this a win percentage of 56.34. So for Underdog, 3 picks, non-insurance, you really want to stay above the 55% win percentage mark. If you can do that, generally you are playing positive expected value entries. So our first leg, win percentage 56.34. Next up, and here is our play for Thursday night football, because we got to sweat something out for primetime football. Daniel Jones over 16.5 fantasy points. So another example of a fantasy score for our entry, another over. In this case, again, the sportsbook line doesn't really matter for this one. We want to highlight the next 2 columns, percent odds to hit, DGF logo. This one being priced at minus 127 with a win percentage of 55.88%. And we see the sportsbooks that do price it minus 130, minus 122. So DGF has it closer to the minus 130 side. Again, at minus 127. This is our second leg. And the third one and our final leg for this entry, Bryce Harper to go under 8.5 fantasy points. So Underdog clearly has some value for us to hammer, specifically with the fantasy points. In this case, we're taking Bryce to go under 8.5. DGF calculates this to be minus 124, win percentage of 55.29%, rounding out our 3 picks for this evening. So if you are riding with us, make sure to comment and let us know. Other than that, remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps us out a ton. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.